Hello everyone, and welcome back to another coin roll hunting video. I was debating doing pennies because as of the filming of this video in 2026, the circulation of 1 cent coins has been stopped by the US Mint. And I know that is phrased in a very particular way, and that's because technically they could bring the penny back. I don't see why they would, because I believe when they stopped making the penny last year, 2025, one of the main reasons was because the cost of making a penny was upwards of like 3 to 4 cents. So obviously, making a 1 cent coin that cost 3 to 4 cents to make um, didn't make much sense. And you'll have to excuse the pun, but it just happened. So, of course, there are still pennies out there. A lot of banks have stopped giving out pennies, but you can still find some bank-rolled pennies still. This is an example. I've labeled it. It's brand new from the bank, 2023 from the Denver Mint. That's what the D stands for. I'll flip it over since it makes more sense this way. But you can still find these. Unfortunately, they're probably not worth very much. Most of the newer coins that you'll find in circulation probably aren't worth keeping. So if you have them lying around, you can probably bring them back to the bank. So the reverse, it's called, of the most recent pennies is the Shield. So these started in 2010. Basically just wanted to do a new design. So they came out with that. So ever since 2010, that's the reverse. So before 2010, they had the 2009 series, which still had Abraham Lincoln on the front, but then on the back, they actually had the 4 stages of his life that they wanted to depict. So this one is supposed to be his birth and early childhood, living in a log cabin. And then this one is his youth, his formative years, they label it. And then this one is his professional life, so in Congress and stuff like that. And then obviously the last one is for his presidency. So these have a relatively lower mintage, I would say. But that being said, anything that you would have to find to be worth something would have to be a very, very high grade. And what I mean by that is if you don't have one and you want to get into coin roll hunting, get one of these. Let's see if I can get it in. This is called a red book, the official red book. And so this is obviously very old, from 2013. I haven't updated it in quite some time. But basically, what this does is, I'll try to find a good page to show it. There are some different grading. Here we go. So this page here shows you the different grading. Let's see if I can get it into focus. So you have good, very good, fine, very fine, extremely fine, almost uncirculated, and then a few different types of uncirculated. So basically for those 2009 pennies, you would have to basically have them in uncirculated mintage grade in order for them to be worth very much. So for example, I think the book is saying that MS65, which is 65 out of 70, is worth like 30 cents. So we'll get rid of those because, for the most part, they're not worth very much. So then you have we'll say the normal penny, the penny that most people, I think, are going to be familiar with. The Lincoln Memorial on the back, obviously Lincoln on the front. And these ran from, obviously, 2008 all the way back to 1959. There are some pennies within that range that are going to be worth some money. I have an example here. This is an error coin. There's a bunch of different errors that you can find not only in pennies, but since we're talking about them, we'll talk about this one in particular. This is a wide AM error, and what that means is on the back for the year 2000, the back had primarily one way of stamping in the mint, one way of stamping the back of this, but for some reason a different version went through on some of the 2000 coins. And so this is one of them. This is one of the ones that got through quality control, and so it's an error. Let me see if actually the book has this error. And let me see if I can look it up. Yes, it does. So you can see here, and there's a few different variations of it, but we'll start here. There's 19, 96, 98, 99, and then 2000. You can see there's the 2000 wide AM, and so that is it still has to be uncirculated, but it'd be worth $20. So that's just one example of an error. There's a bunch of others. There's if it's punched through grease, while it's being punched on the die, it's there's grease and stuff doesn't get filled out. There's something called a double die, where you kind of have this like mirroring or like echo effect on the coin. So there's a bunch of different errors, throughout 2008 all the way back to 1959, and those could be worth something. So something to look out for. Obviously, there's tons of lists online that you can look at. So the next reverse was the wheat cent, and so this has been cleaned, unfortunately. Which, just as a major note, do not clean coins. It usually reduces the value of them. This one is all the way back from 1928. So 1928. So I mean, almost 100 years old now. So it's held up pretty well. You can still see, the definition of some stuff, but my point of showing this was just the example of the two wheat stalks on the back. That's why they call it a wheat cent. Obviously, very different from the Lincoln Memorial that most of the pennies that you probably have seen, or the shield. So these, I would say, depending on what year they are and what condition they're in, obviously, they're going to be worth something. If it's just a normal wheat cent, it's going to be made out of copper, which in and of itself has some value. I guess I should have mentioned that pennies were made out of copper up until 1982. So technically, if you keep any pennies up to, we'll say 1981, because technically at 1982 it's split. So it's difficult to weigh them out in order to tell the difference. But if you keep pennies up to 1981 and all the way back, those are technically worth about, I think, 3 to 4 cents now, like somewhere around that. So right there, you're making 200% back on whatever you just found. But anyway, so wheat cents are usually worth at least 3 to 4 cents. And then if you can find the really rare ones, the one that comes to mind is the 1909 S mint, which means minted in San Francisco. 1909 S VDB. And let me see if I can find it in the book. So that one is worth quite a bit of money. Yeah, so let's look right here. Pull it up in the book. So right there, 1909 VDB, SVDB. So that is worth, in a good grade, which basically you can't even tell, what it is, that's worth $825. And this was back in 2013. So that is, like, I would say, the holy grail of penny hunting. Very, very unlikely that you're going to find it. But as you're looking through, you can try to find some other wheat cents. For example, there is the 1914, see if I can pull it up again, there is the 1914D. There it is. So 1914D is worth $215. I mean, there were 1.2 million of them minted. Are there that many around still? Probably not. I would say no, but they're probably still out there. So something to look forward to. So lastly, I will say this is one penny that I found. This is from 1890. They call it the Indian head penny. So I'm not trying to offend anyone, but that is the name that it's referred to. You can see why. On the front, you have that, and then on the back, a little bit different of a design. I don't know if that's supposed to be a wreath or wheat or something like that, but a little bit different, so you can kind of tell it apart from the other wheat cents. But these, if you find these in circulation, even in a good condition, they're still worth a couple dollars, I think. So it's very rare to find these out in circulation, but it does happen. Like I said, I found this one in circulation, so definitely something that you can look out for. So yeah, this is just to kind of show you, this is a tube that I keep a lot of my wheat cents in. It's where I got the 1920s wheat cent from that I just showed. So if you are, starting coin collecting or starting to coin roll hunt and you want to keep some stuff safe after you find it, you can use this. So that's one example. And then I also wanted to show a bunch of different examples of what you're probably going to find, because like I said, there are some bank rolls left, but as time goes on, it'll probably get a little bit difficult to find those. So instead, as you can tell, all these different, we call these customer wrapped rolls, they're all red, and that's to show you that they are all pennies. Pennies color is red, so regardless of what type of roll you're finding them or you're rolling them up into taking them back to the bank, they're all going to be red. And so this is just kind of an example to show you that there is still a standard. There's a way to tell what you're going to get from the bank. So finally, I will say some banks that I've gone to have started to limit the amount of pennies that you can take out, again, because the U.S. Mint has stopped making them. So some banks are going to say, oh, we can only give $1 to $2. Some banks will give out $5 if you have a business, since businesses do still need to, give change in pennies sometimes. So I will say, if you're starting out and you can try to start your penny collection, but just know that it might be difficult. So yeah, I think that's it for now. So obviously, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below underneath this video, and I will try to get back to them. If you enjoyed this video, unfortunately, this is not the main point of my channel. I kind of just do this because I find it fun and I think it's a nice hobby. But the main point of my channel is mostly gaming. So I would say if you enjoyed this video, please, like and subscribe, but you don't have to subscribe. That's fine. Just check in now and again. I'll probably keep doing some of the other coins. Yeah, so thanks very much. Keep on jamming.